Oh, here's the view from the parking lot. As you can see, I got here a little later than I wanted to. So some night hiking. Look at that. So I decided to go down this way. I started over there. She slept up there. And I decided to go down this way because if it's downhill, I figured, there's this sand cliff, and I don't know how to get down to that by myself. Although I imagine it's a lot easier going down a sand cliff than it is upwards. If I were to fall, I would like hit that up for eyes. Nonetheless, I'm afraid of heights. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it does not look that good. So we're walking over here. Although I have a feeling based on geography so far, that like this is like a drop. This is not cliff. There are some sand like actual cliffs. I'm hoping this is more Johnson's over here. But I have a feeling it will not. Whew. Alright. please, dear God, baby, Lord, baby Jesus. It looks better. It's better. And if I can get some of it. Obviously, I need both hands. So it would not be. Alright, get back down to the creek. Sand. Sand is weird. There's some sand that's like just concrete, like this one right here. It's like concrete. But there's some sand that is just, it's just sand. It's like walking in mud. Basically. You get one step up, but you lose half a step because the sand just goes down behind you. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that this is, it's still steep, but it beats going back uphill and using mileage. Alright, here it goes. Alright, I lied. This is not bad at all. Here's what the footwork looks like. Take a step. Your feet get fully submerged in sand, providing you full stability. And you create like a sand avalanche. But it's not as bad as an avalanche, it's just like slowly flowing. As I said, each step just completely engulfs your feet with sand. On all sides provides a lot of stability. Going down something like this is completely doable. There were some steeper areas, and I looked out that this wasn't one of them. But however, it might be the exact same kind of situation. Oh man. So there's this black sand, and the black sand is created supposedly when lightning strikes the sand and turns it into a magnetic thing. There was a bunch of it collected on my magnets on my tent last night, and I've experienced it in other places as well, but there was a lot more last night. This is kind of cool. A little tidbit. Getting down to Medano Creek, and yeah, he told me I need to bring a bunch of water when I'm in the ditch. Probably would have been fine. Less, I'm not really. I kind of just camped in the dunes, walked into camp, and now I'm kind of just walking out. I'm not going to trudge around at the sand. I don't need to. Although I imagine the trail over there is also sandy. So I will try to walk along the creek for as long as possible. The campsite's still over this direction. And I would just walk this way. Maybe that's the play. I don't want to walk uphill. Walking downhill sand is great. No problems, no complaints. Walking uphill in the sand, not so fun. Alright. One of these. Just get right to it. There's sand gap on edge. There's my feet. Completely engulfed sand. Basically skiing down. That's how it feels in the muscles anyway. Looks like we found water. And hopefully good walking ground alongside it. Here we are. Walking on wet sand. This is amazing. There's like a trail up there, but that would be in dry sand. In dry sand, it's like walking in mud. You get one step forward, but the foot you push off on moves back like a solid 4 or 5 inches. And so you're just like one step forward, half step back kind of deal. And I can't do that. I got 8 miles to walk. Probably more, including the walk from the dunes. And even though I only did like 2 miles yesterday, it was the hardest 2 miles, I believe, in my entire life. However, this river is down there, it's more kind of like we saw earlier. Now it seems like it's turning into more of a river or stream instead of that flat delta kind of style. However, this sand over here is still a grand pleasure to walk through. I don't know why they don't advise people to walk over here instead of on the trail after the dunes. This entire park is more or less a choose your own adventure. Okay, the river delta has turned into more of an actual river with real shrubbery, and as you can see, actually have to walk through the water. Oh. Has to be at least 6 inches deep right there. Maybe a foot. And yeah. Now I see where people take the trail. I think you take the trail until the point of no return, which is like a trailhead where people that don't have four-wheel drive, where they go. You take, like on my way back, I'm gonna take the trail to a point of no return, and then take the river when it's more of a delta and less of a whatever this is. Where it's just a real, like a real, oh. Yeah, we're gonna go up. Try walking along the road and see if that's any better. Although I have a feeling it's not. All right, please don't be dry sand. Don't be dry sand. Don't be dry. Oh yeah. Oh, that's some good hard sand. Ah, buddy. I don't think I've ever been happier to be walking along a road instead of a trail. But here we are. So for Sand Ramp Trail, at least this part, my campsite, they said it requires route finding skills. Basically it's a trail, but there is a dune field in the middle of it. So, they did put down some signs for us. They're just sticking out of the sand. And I have a feeling these poles are also part of that. We're done with the dune field. Small one compared to the main area. sand, yes. Sand rim trail. It's a trail in the sand. So, it's, not the easiest. Soft sand, but it's worth it. You know, to see the entire gym field. And my campsite is going to be pretty nice. This is a picture of the St. Anselm's Cross. They are very small compared to earlier today. There, sand dunes behind the trees, sand dunes over there. Here's the sand ramp trail, and I see a sign in the distance. I see aspen trees. I'm just about tapped out. Also got bit by what I assume to be a fire ant, which is actually wonderful because the pain from that is overriding but it's a little different. Because I'm in Sand Dunes National Park. There's a bunch of sand things. So first of all, on the top, I keep my tent, and I keep it in a like rectangular stuff sack, kind of like this. So it fits really good in the pack. This is my food bag. I brought a bivvy. Normally I would use a bivvy, and I wanted to use a bivvy last night with the stars, but it's too windy. Like, it's not gonna. I did not set up this tent for rain. I set it up for the wind. Got my down jacket. Got my fleece leggings. Down socks. Down hood. My 20-degree quilt. This is my liner, which I really don't need with this pack because it's waterproof and it's not going to rain, but it's just like something I do out of habit. I would not want any of my down things getting wet, like if I fell in the creek or something. Got my sleeping pad. On my side pockets, on one side pocket, I carry things like my water purifier, and if I need to dry camp, 2 liters of water. On the other side pocket, I keep my ditty bag, which has everything in it: keys, wallet, extra lighter. There's just too much to go through everything. My permits. But in here, I get one of these fancy pantsy pumps, which is completely unnecessary. Honestly, it's just extra weight. I can fill up that. My back pocket, I have my fleece, shorts if I needed them, which I did not. It's early enough that even in sand dunes, I was able to wear my full sun gear. Rain jacket, toilet paper. I keep my stakes in here. I'll probably put a few extra stakes around, although it doesn't seem necessary at the moment. And I have a few bags that I use for sandbags in here, which I needed in the sand dunes, but I do not need here because there are rocks. But like for one of my sandbags, I used a gallon Ziploc, and that was good enough. So like I didn't really need to bring anything fancy. I could have used my pack liner as well. So here are the sand dunes. the San Luis Valley. And here is my campsite. Heading back to the car today. Some great views. Even better yet, it is downhill, my guy. This is a cool valley. I think it's called the San Luis Valley. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that those mountains way over there are either the San Juans or San Juan adjacent. Which is pretty neat. That is one. I mean, there's quite a few areas in the state that I get to explore. The Juans are definitely one of them. And to be perfectly honest, one that I would kind of like to save for a through of the Colorado Trail as a sort of finale. But I am getting older, and I don't know. A few years ago, I'd say the through is definitely in my future, but what is it like? The Colorado Trail is just manageable. I could probably do that. It's 5 weeks, constant hiking. But I can't do 20-mile days, even after a full season of hiking. I'm hiking, freaking warrior style. I'm topping out about 10 miles, and then that would take 50 days to do the Colorado Trail at 10 miles a day. Which I guess isn't that bad. So, it may be in the future. But until then, I'm going to enjoy all of the other nice sights Colorado has to offer. This trail is in the sand, which is not fun going uphill. It kind of works like mud. But just like mud, going downhill is rather enjoyable. Take a step, and then I slide like another half step down. Step. getting bonus steps. Can't complain about that. Right. It's not all about sand dunes. Sand dunes are encircled by mountains, which I'm not exactly sure how the sand gets here. I thought for some time that it was like the river that brings it down the mountain, but I've heard elsewhere that since it's encircled by mountains, the wind from this giant valley takes up all the sand, which the rest of the valley is pretty sandy, like very sandy, and it deposits it here. The mountains blocking it, but maybe I'll have to stop by the visitor center on the way out. Either way, what a way to spend Memorial Day weekend. It was like 0 winds last night. A nice surprise after last night where it was like 40-mile-an-hour gusts. The weather for the nearby towns said that would stop about 10 p.m. and it didn't. It got worse. It got so bad I had to put in earplugs to sleep. But last night was a great sleep. I was in a nice protected campsite, but also just not in the dunes. Alright, just crossed the road. Coming up on Mendo Creek. actually parallel to it at the moment. Really cool view. This mountain back here. And then I think all of them are part of the Sangre Cristos. Had an influence into how I got backpacking. Church group from Chicago area came out here for a kind of like for a backpacking trip, and we were on the other side of the Sangre Cristos, and we hiked up music paths and down into I think it's call it Sand Lake. I believe the water comes down this creek actually. Because I had that as my only like base point, that's what I thought, like, oh, the sand from the sand dunes comes from the sand lake. Alright, what do we got here? Horses that way. Humans this way. Ooh, a bridge. Noise. This is the first bridge I've encountered. Every other creek crossing is just like, well, it's hot out. Get your feet wet, which honestly is not been bad. Honestly, even with the bridge, considering dipping my toes in the water, I'm probably filling up. The water's running relatively low. It's not a really good place to go up though. Maybe on the other side. Over there. And you saw this creek earlier. You'll see it again. And it will look completely different. This is where the escape dunes are. I think these are the closest to the four-wheel drive trailhead. Cut over from the trail to the road, because the trail was doing something I did not want. There'd be some deer. Already saw one set of. Surprised there's some. And this is the day use area. On the trail, I only saw 2 groups within 24 hours. There are plenty of people here. And this is what the creek that I crossed earlier looks like.